Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zmore, the dad in DPS, and today we're back with another episode of The Good, the Scrap, and the Script, a series where I review weapons I have found, made, or been given in Appalachia. Now, today's weapon is actually the newest of the weapons in the game, the V63 Carbine, so we're going to test that out, see how well it does, and I have a god roll of it already. So, sit back, relax, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's time for the Moon Shoveler. You don't get that reference, you're too young. Either way, this is an arm penetration, weapon speed, reload speed, V63 Carbine. Now, this new weapon is very interesting. It is actually quite fun. I've been playing with it quite a bit. So you're going to see the full extent of what its power is like on a full health build today. And what we're using is the overclock capacitor and the forceful stock. So this is the build we're using. Now, there's nothing really particularly special or amazing in here. We are using ground powder instead of concentrated fire and anything in relation to that, because this weapon does not go well with VATS. Like, I would not recommend using it with it. It is much better used in free aim. But this is what we're using, trying to optimize damage, all that manner of things. Take that as you will. Alrighty, now we're in West Egg. So, to start off with this weapon, you can see here that we do have a bar on here. Now, if you can notice, the bottom end with the kind of, what's the word? The danger kind of logo, is where the gun starts to overheat. Now, when it overheats, I have a theory that it destroys the gun quicker. Someone could confirm that in the comment, it'd be great. But in the second little bar that you're seeing above it, that's when the damage is at its most optimum with this weapon. So this weapon heats up to a stage and becomes more powerful. So you kind of want to have it in this optimum range of damage at all times. Now, against smaller enemies, that isn't going to be possible. You know, you kill them just way too quickly, and ammo efficiency. That's when bigger enemies come into the real kind of thing with this. This weapon will do more damage against an enemy that you can consistently land shots on and will last longer. But on top of this, the main kind of thing that I find really, really cool about this weapon is that it is capable of improving your aim. Because with this weapon, it has such a stable, like, hip fire that I can absolutely 100% of the, well, not 100% of the time, but, like, it's improving my aim. I'm getting more headshots than I naturally would of my own accord. You're seeing it doesn't even need the headshots to kill these enemies. It's very consistent and very good. And eventually you're going to be able to land headshots with this thing quite consistently. Now, one of the downsides of the weapon is that it doesn't have any iron sights or anything like that. But it actually isn't too bad, because all you just need to do is aim to the right of the big bump on the main part of it, and you can kind of use that as an iron sight, sort of. But it doesn't have iron sights, so it can be annoying to aim. And you're seeing, like, it's so consistent with headshots, and it allows you to deal, like, a huge amount of DPS in a short amount of time. It is just a very consistent and decent weapon. And this is on a full health build. Like, we're not playing bloodied here. And you're seeing that this thing is mincing these enemies quite easily. And you know, it's about time that we had, like, a laser weapon that I felt was really good. And with playing with it the whole of last night and the whole of yesterday, like, and I did stream for about, it was nearly, was it 4 hours? I basically used this weapon for 4 hours, and it broke once on me in 4 hours. Like, that is really, really good for anything outside of a melee weapon. This is a very consistent and very usable gun, and I heavily endorse it, even now, before it's fully tested. Now, something I will say is I forgot to put ground pounder back on when I was doing stuff before the Super Mutants side of that. So this is it with ground pounder now, and you're going to basically be able to see how stable and hip fireable this gun is. Like, literally, you just aim at Jeff's head, and yeah, he didn't even get to me in time. Like, literally, I waited for him to stand up before firing, and he couldn't get to me. This gun is a menace to society. Alrighty, now we are going fishing for a level 100 Mirelurk Queen. I've had to kill like 10 of these little buggers that were low level. And we're gonna see how quickly this takes us to kill this guy. Now, I'm not really paying attention to my bar for the fire thing. I'm just kind of unloading, and you can unload fully into them with the heat bar, but as I said, my theory is that it tanks your weapon, so you want this weapon to be durable, you need to kind of feather it. But you're seeing, like, we managed to disable him and kill him with limited damage to us and absolutely minimal effort. And finally, with any of my videos, we come into expeditions and we test out this baby here. Now, when it comes to the damage that you're going to do, you're going to be able to kill enemies fairly effectively. Whether you're getting your ammo back or not, I think depends on the enemy type. Like, the Overgrown, as always, are a massive pain in the backside, and they survive things that, you know, other enemies don't. So against the Overgrown, yeah, you're not really going to get your ammo back. They are just too tanky by comparison. You know, if you get your headshots on point, then maybe, but I just don't rate the Overgrown as a good enemy for doing this. When it comes to regular humans, though, yeah, you're probably going to get your ammo back. You're probably going to be able to kill them with relative ease. They give you decent amounts of ammo. So I think it all just depends on where you're spending your time. If you're wasting a lot of time fighting the Overgrown, you are going to lose ammo. But once you get into the meat of expeditions, you're going to be able to do it relatively well. And, you know, you're going to be able to kill everything in here fairly quickly. Testing this on Ducci and Julian last night, it completely shreds through them. Like, it does so much damage because they kind of just stand still and let you shoot them in the face. You can get those headshots consistently. And I love this weapon. I think it comes down to how good an aim are you. I think that is the real kind of factor here. If you have very, very high accuracy, you're able to land those headshots and you get close enough so that you can just aim into their face, then you're gonna do well with this weapon. I think if you're aiming for body shots, then I don't think you are going to get the same level of things out of it. But, like, you're seeing, like, you can get really good accuracy on this. And overall, I just think it is an absolute banger of a weapon. So yeah, that is the V63 Carbine with anti-armor, faster fire rate, and reload speed. Overall, I think it's a very effective weapon. I think it does what it needs to do, and if you are very good at maintaining your overheat, you're going to be able to do a lot more damage than other weapons. I've seen a lot of people say that they much prefer, for example, the laser rifle or the plasma rifle and all manner of different things. But this weapon doesn't have the same issue that they have, where they are probably some of the more fragile weapons in the game. Now, don't get me wrong, if you use sustained fire and you're not managing the overheat, you will break this gun a lot quicker. But if you are active in using it and mindful about it, you can get some quite decent damage. I find it really effective. I find it a really good weapon. And it's different than all the other weapons where I have to use them in VATS. This weapon kind of goes, don't use VATS. It's not going to work out well for you. Use it hip-fired, use it free-aimed, whatever you prefer. But overall, yeah, I think it's fantastic. Now, obviously, if you guys don't agree, or you do agree, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If there's any weapons you would like to see me review in the future, leave a comment down below. I do read 99.9% of the comments. Sometimes I do miss some, but yeah, definitely leave that down below. And I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.
It's a nuclear bomb, stabbing and swooping wild like a lark, testing weapons, bang bang sparks, radiation hum high and glowing stark, swinging it down Appalachia Trail, Mothman legends, cocktails prevail, strip for the traders, scrap on sale, building forts, raiders on our tail. Oh, the good, the scrap and the screep, wandering wasteland, loose on the lip, barter and hustle ain't just a quip, survivors dance, got a weapon on the hip. Oh, the good, the scrap and the screed, wandering wasteland, loose on the lip, barter and hustle ain't just a quip, survivors dance, got a weapon on the hip. Crafting stations, tinker's delight, fixing shotguns, new rifles tight, ghouls round the corner, gotta fight, day turns to night, it'll flash bright.